introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Not trying to deal with this again.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time. And at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 67 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On second down, here's Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
Right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there at a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On second down, it's Henry, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Josh Allen on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Didn't make that.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll buy some time right. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars.
I do not want Gary and Conley being the 4th wide receiver. I want Visca people.
Go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Hand off to Thompson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The tackle made
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Gotcha.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
That was us? Oh,
Well, I thought they should have
so
punted before.
dookie.
Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And
Oh,
this is
my
incomplete.
goodness. I hate that crap.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off for the pass rush.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They run it here with Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Titans 3, Jaguars nothing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't
Got
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The first down pass.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
45-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
47-yard line. A 2-yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Oh, come on, man. I was throwing that thing.
Able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Number 34 on the carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And
there you go, JC.
Trying to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Uses the stiff arm.
Work for them.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
30-yard line.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He completes it to Henry. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brett Kern now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not
come on. You should have laid him out.
And potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Not much there, only a yard.
Johnny Smith.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal, 3-0. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. Let's go. Thomas. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They run. This is Scarborough. Now the ball comes loose. And that might be Titan football. It is.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Not only does he fight off a block, but he unloads on him. Unloads on him.
Two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
What the heck was that? I was right there, and he just did not even try to tackle.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A toss left, Henry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, man, he's
went
still
to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Oh, my goodness, I was
Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener.
Over there.
And a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Holding so far so good for him. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
I was throwing it.
Steps up here and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Like, I really felt him
solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go with Thompson again.
Oh
he's
my
going to
goodness.
get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 31. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's a gain of
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Run away from some
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Oh my goodness, man.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember,
You can't
Charles,
just
he had
throw
3
it
last
immediately.
week.
What's going on with his arm? Is it a noodle now?
Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's caught. Smith. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flush.
My goodness, he's triple teamed, and we can't block him. Not him.
And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Of course. Of course.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
He had him beat.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Who does
it? 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Tannehill's pass. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Tannehill on 3rd down.
Man, come on. And I can't run him down?
The 20.
What is he looking at?
Titans.
Goodness.
Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He is not faster than me. My guy's not, he's not slow. So why is he getting, how fast is this dude, man? Because I need some answers right now. I couldn't even walk him down. Couldn't walk him down.
And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Thomas. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
And his pass
what in the world, dude?
Time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a super return as he gets us all the way down.
See, this is what I don't care for Madden, man.
Inside the 25-yard line.
It's not realistic, man. Dude is facing this way, and all of a sudden he just gets the alert. The ball's coming this way, and it's supposed to be a bullet pass.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Are we serious right now? Are we serious right now? Good.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans at a 1st down. All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all year. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Able to power through.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded.
I've seen him at work. He does that on a regular basis. Shakes them sacks.
And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
What pressure? If I ain't blitzing, I'm getting it.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Nice play by DJ Chark.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
The Jaguars.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019. 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Still got a chance, dog. Why does it not feel like speed is not showing up?
6 yards on the return.
The Jaguars take over.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking long for Westbrook.
My goodness, man.
Another interception.
Like, what is up with y'all not even going for the ball? Y'all don't even go for the ball.
Striping down to the 47-yard line.
But yeah, his speed, I know I'm fast.
Like this, 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well,
It makes me not believe in any of the receivers I got.
And he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
The yard brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he's taken down inside the 30. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
No, man, that's not
but you
what
can
I
also
wanted.
factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Like you don't want to call
20th
it.
carry down for Derrick Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
A gain of 2.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
4.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Freaking sections.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I wish I could do like NFL blitz. Just hit somebody. Pissed.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Speed up the clock on this. You know what they doing.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
The keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
Quarterback just can't throw the deep ball.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Can't really accurate.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and
so this one a Tennessee Titan victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I like
where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best.